My name is Weslee Klein, and I grew up in Idaho Falls, Idaho. I live here with my family, my husband, and 2 children, and that's the end. I can't remember what is it after that, sorry. All right, my title was manager, and it's my favorite title because it can mean a lot or very little. And let's see, and I was there for, well, I worked for 44 years in total, and so a long time in public accounting. Waffles. I've been a CPA since 1976, so you'll have to do the math. The CPA profession attracted me because it's a puzzle solving, and the puzzles keep changing, so you can't use the same solution. You have to keep modifying your solution. And so it was continually intriguing to see what the next puzzle would be and how would I solve it. Definitely dogs, lots and lots of dogs are what I like. Right now I have a boxer, and she is much smarter than I am, and so she's keeping me on my toes. I had 2 role models who inspired me. One was Richard Haney of Haney and Company, and he was such a knowledgeable person, so kind, and very patient in teaching me. And I remember one of the advantages of him was if I didn't like the answer, I'd just tell him I don't like that answer, and then he'd come up with another one. And the second one is Rex Keeler, who I recently worked for. And Rex is so knowledgeable about everything, and he says the fewest number of words possible at all times. So when he would answer a question, it would sometimes take me quite a bit of time to analyze the 8 words he gave me. I think one of the ways that I've been proud to be a CPA is when I became president of the UACPA. There is a lead up to that of being the treasurer and the first vice president, and then on into, it takes about 4 years to go through that training process. And the association did so much for me in increasing my soft skills, of which I had very few, and building me up. And then when I became president, it was amazing to me that I was president of such a great association, which with all these people that had such bright minds, that were so fun to talk to, and it was a great honor to be president. I have served on committees and chapters, and then as the president of the association with the build up to that of the offices that you hold. You know, that's one place that I feel like I've fallen apart. Because the hours are so demanding in the profession, and I'm sometimes wondering, are they demanding or am I demanding? Because I devote so much time to the practice that I really had very little time to do anything else. I like winter because that's when tax season is. Well, I think I bring a positivity to the profession in that I think it is a tremendous profession, and that it asks the very best of each person, and it gives us a broad range of things we can grow in. So you don't have to grow in any particular mold. You can pick out what interests you and go in that direction. And so when I'm talking to young people or people in the profession, I encourage them that this is a great profession and it's an honor to be in it. And if you aren't happy, move yourself a little bit and you'll find another spot that makes you much happier. So make your own happiness. Well, I joke that I like to fly just under the radar. I don't want to be noticed, so I don't know how they found me to give me this honor. But I am so honored to receive anything from the association. The association has given me so much. And the people in the association and then the fellow members, I can't tell you how many times they've steered me the right direction, found me jobs, found me better solutions to what I'm doing, and that all comes from the association. So I was very proud to be a member of the association. Well, I looked at the 2, and I like podcasts because my attention span isn't as long as a movie, and it's probably a little longer than a TV show. So, and there's every subject in the world, and you can press pause when you want to take a break. So I'm a podcast person. CPAs are so vital in an organization because we see things from the outside and from the inside. And so when you've gone through somebody's records and you put together the financial statements or the tax return, you have a lot of insight into how they do things. Plus, you have all the other clients that you've done, all your readings, all your experience, and we can zero in on where their weaknesses are. We can zero in on opportunities they might be missing, people who are weak in their posts, people who are very talented in their posts. So there's a wide range of insight we can give to the leaders of the organization because of our involvement. I would never teach a class on how to do that because I found the work so intriguing that I had a hard time balancing it. I just wanted to do more and more work. So I don't think I could give anybody any advice about how to balance work and personal life. Do it better than I did, I guess is what I'd say. I love the mountains, and it's a good place to be in Utah because we have so many lovely mountains, and we have such tranquility in our mountains. We're so blessed. A career highlight. There's things like making partner. For me, a lot of those things don't really matter to me. What I think of are the projects I was able to complete or the changes I was able to make to an organization. Those are the things that I value, and that a lot of that's confidential. But that's what I really hold near and dear to me is the changes I was able to make in people's businesses so that they made more money and had a more valuable existence. Join the association. I think when you're young in the profession, you think that you should just get your work done and make your manager happy and get your charge hours in, and you're very focused on that. But actually, the association has so much to add and bring to you. For one thing, I tell them, where are you going to get your next job? You think you're going to go to your employer and say, I want another job? That's not where you'll get it. You'll get it from people you meet at the association and other people that you know. Who's going to tell you how to handle that manager that's just impossible? Somebody in your organization? Maybe, but it's much safer if you can go to an associate at the association or ask other people what they've done. You've got a problem that you can't solve and you don't want to admit that you know nothing about this? Go to the association members. You can talk to them and they'll steer you in the right direction. So it enhances your career. It's vital to your career. Anything you're weak in, the association can provide training to build you up in that area. So my advice is join the association.